podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
When Benavides gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
El Bandera Roja, David Benavides.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
To everybody that's in 168, you know, I'm coming for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Charlo, Caleb Plant, Canelo, I'm coming for all of them.
Canelo, hell of a fighter. But it's my personal opinion, he's ducking Benavides.
I think everybody wants to see me against Canelo, right?
David Benavides.
Yo, he is a beast.
This brother right here. I'd like to see Canelo against somebody like that.
I definitely like punishing and hurting individuals. That's what I love to do.
And now Benavides unloading.
I got a lot of power too, and I throw punches and bunches, and I don't get tired.
The jab leads with the right, and there's that hand speed.
I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I can beat Canelo tomorrow, and I can beat Charlo tomorrow too.
The big Charlo want to get it too?
So Charlo would be the alternative.
He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy, that's why.
Thaboxingvoice.com.
I've never liked Caleb Plant. It's never been a secret. I never liked Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend right here. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out. And if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. In this game, it really is kill or be killed. You know, it's either you or me, and I pick me all the time.
Finish him.
SDS Promotion.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
When Benavides gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
El Bandera Roja.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please.
Sky's the limit, baby.
Boxingvoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Solo, Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo, but I'm rocking out with you. You already know, though. Jared Anderson, he put on quite a show. He got a third round knockdown, I believe, and the fight went the decision the way I recommended. Now, Danny didn't believe me. Where are you, Danny? Where are you? You know what I'm saying? Danny called me. He's like, yo, and I'm like, listen, this fight might go the distance, bro. This is his first time facing a former world champ. But look, we're not here for that. If you do want to talk about this weekend's fights, Franchon Cruz losing to Savannah Marshall and my girl, Sweets Terminator up next, Shadeja Green, you can do that. Feel free. Feel free. What we actually here to talk about is the curveball that Canelo Alvarez and PBC threw at us. Like, all this time, we thought Canelo was going to be facing Jermall Charlo. And honestly, I say this in a joking manner. Like, he's on suicide watch, let me tell you, because, whoa. I don't wish that on anyone, but I'm just saying, God damn, his brother just keeps making it tougher and tougher for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, outside of Jermell accomplishing everything in the sport, now he gets the super fight with Canelo, and he called it. I don't know if you remember his Instagram live where he was like, undisputed versus undisputed. And people laughed. I was with it, and here we are. Fast forward, this shit is going down.
Tell the truth.
I can't believe it. Honestly, I was shocked. It was really a curveball for me. Like, we all expected Jermall. And some of us feel he deserved it, right? He was avoided. He was swerved at 160. So some of us felt he deserved it. And curveball out of nowhere. Canelo's fighting the undisputed champion at 154 pounds. So now Jermell has to move up, not to 160, but to 168. Now, they are saying this could be a 165-pound catch weight. And we'll see as, the story develops a little bit more. Right now, what is for sure is that this fight is taking place September 30th, not the normal preferred date of Canelo Alvarez. You know that he prefers to fight September 16th, which is a Mexican Independence Day. Now, that weekend is already being, locked in by the UFC. So it looks like they walked off that, and they're going to be doing it September 30th in Las Vegas, undisputed versus undisputed. Shout out to TBV. We got a little partial headquarters out there, so we going to be in the building. Right now we in Florida, but we definitely going to be in the building. This one took me by surprise. Because Alvarez posted this on his social media June 22nd, and he had posted done deal and that he would return in September, but he didn't specify a date or an opponent. So, he also included the PBC Boxing Champions logo, indicating that he was going to be on there and the fights would be there. So people started assuming, talk started happening, and somewhere, somehow, someone got it wrong because they always confuse Jermell and Jermall. And the unfortunate thing is that they always confuse Jermall for Jermell. And, Jermell's the one that's been accomplishing. Jermell's the one that's held it down. So it's, again, it's tough to beat Jermall right now. But we do have a poll, and I want your thoughts. Curveball, Canelo versus Charlo, but Jermell, not Jermall. Tszyu calls both of them ducks. Is he right? Yes, both Charlo and Canelo ducking. 14% of the voting public chose that. Business of boxing, that's it. 56% of you chose that. Blame Al Heyman, 7% chose that. Canelo cash cow, he did this, 23%. So I'll explain these, right? Tszyu took to social media. Let me see, can we find that quickly? He took to social media and, he basically said, and I'm paraphrasing until we find the actual tweet. He's like, Canelo is ducking David, or Canelo ducked David, and, what he said, something like Charlo ducked me or something like that, right? So, yeah, I mean, is he right? I don't know. I don't believe it is ducking on the behalf of Charlo. I'll clear Charlo, right? From the rip, I can't blame Charlo. You have to take the super fight. You have to take the life-changing fight. You have to take the fight with the cash cow. You have to take the legacy fight. Like, he's got to take it. So it's not really his fault that he was offered, a big fight. So Canelo, on the other hand, and that's why I had that option. He's the cash cow. He's the one that does the offering. But this is it is a PBC event. So is this what Al wanted? Did Al want to give Canelo the opportunity to continue to win, to further build up the alleged bigger fight with the Mexican monster, David Benavidez? Because if you believe David and Canelo is the big fight, and your goal is to surpass 1 million pay-per-view buys, you have to build that fight up in the eyes of your audience. And your audience doesn't live and die just with hardcores. So yes, we know what Canelo is up to, but not the casual. So the casual needs the Jermell Charlo fight. They need to see all the belts to see that Canelo's back to his typical self, right? Because they gave you the Gennady fight. Again, this is not for the hardcores. This is a convincing of the casual fan in mind, So Jermell fits the bill, He's sellable. He's going to talk a good game. He's going to fight a good fight. He's got a shot at winning. But, if you're out and the betting lines, you probably have Canelo the favorite to beat Jermell Charlo. And the business of PBC and Canelo continues to the next fight, which storyline will be there now, right? Now you beat the younger brother. Yes, he's more accomplished, but we play to the hearts and the minds of the Americans and go for the big brother to come to the defense of the little brother. And Jermall gets his tune-up while Jermell fights Canelo. If Jermell loses, Jermall or Andrade or Morrell could be next. Maybe Badu Jack smartens up. Maybe Skill Challenge, who works with Badu Jax, makes the offer sweeter to Canelo to drop the 20-pound weight, whatever. I know he wanted like 20 pounds off or some shit. He was trying to kill poor Badu. I'd have did it, though, if I'm Badu. I want that money. I hear Badu trying to be, a champion fighting for legacy, but, let's be real. You 40 years old, homie. He fucked up. I said that already. I ain't gonna waste too much more time telling you how bad he fucked up, because he ain't getting another Canelo-like payday at 40. That shit is dunny. So I hope whoever his boys was that he was, pump faking for, I hope they look out for his ass, for real. Because the millions, that shit ain't coming back. For real. I can't think of one motherfucker that the Skill Challenge could put Badu Jack in a fight out there in Saudi that we gonna give a fuck about. Because nobody ain't even care about the Makabu fight. That was me. I love me some Makabu. I watched his fights with Minshew and all that. I met him in Mexico. That's my boy. You feel me? And he was in Acapulco this time too. But the average fan, who the fuck is Makabu? You feel me? So I don't know. We'll see, man. I tell you what, though, I would prefer if he did Andre, but I just don't see any storyline there. If he beats Jermell, how do you sell Andre? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. So I'm trying to find his tweet, but I'm gonna just go ahead and move on from it. I can't find a Tim Tszyu tweet, but let's be real. Who doesn't believe me? Oh, here it goes. Right in time. Hold up. Boom. You should be seeing it. And this is it. He says, Canelo ducks Benavidez, Charlo ducks Tszyu. So I did want your thoughts on that because, you know, while it's a super fight and Canelo's doing his thing, at the end of the day, they were playing Tszyu. I mean, he was getting paid and building his name, but they kept giving him fights. They probably faked the injury Jermell had. Like, how long this been in the works? You feel me? Was it all coincidental? Did Jermell really get an injury? You know? Or was this already in the works? Because we knew, right? There was a PBC offer for Canelo before he took the Matchroom deal and lost to Bivol. So the lines of communication were open. You know, how long were they playing Tszyu? And again, it's not playing him to a T because they helped him build his brand here in America. They gave him some decent fights and decent names to build his own name. But it seems like Al had a plan all along, which he always does. And, you know, Tszyu wasn't a part of that. And that's cool, you know, because you do got to say thank you, Al Heyman, right? Like, Lord. I mean, think about it, right? If you old school Al Heyman team like Jermell is, right? Because remember, Jermell, he was signed to Shelly and Al and Golden Boy, not Jamal. You know, a lot of these PBC fighters, they wasn't really signed. They just had a working relationship, like Jamal, not Jermell. So somebody believed in Jermell from the beginning, and then obviously that somebody was Shelly and Al. And I'm sure that Jermell felt some type of way. Because again, he been with Al for that long, right? Like he fought the Jackson brother, Julian's son. And that, you know, he was with Al then. That's a long time ago. He fought that other dude too that beat David Yeardom. David fuck is this guy's name? The knockout. Lemieux. The guy that beat him was like, oh my God. It was a weird name. Not Mendy. Fuck, I'm gonna have to look this up. I ain't gonna be happy. I forgot. People ain't gonna remember this dude, but he was decent. And like I said, he got the win over Lemieux a long time. He upset Lemieux. He's like a Frenchman or some shit. But the point is, Jermell been there for a while. And he watched guys like Laura, his stablemate at the time, get the Canelo fight. Trout, someone he later went on to fight, get the Canelo fight. You know, Jacobs, someone his brother had beef with, get the Canelo fight. You know, and never got mad. He never did an Adrian Broner. And look, fucking Al got him the Canelo fight. That's insane, bro. So John David Jackson was 2016. Excuse me. Yeah, John David Jackson was 2016. John Jackson, not David. John Jackson. And Josine Alcine, that's the dude, was 2015. Look, he fought Matarosian in 15, Rosado in 14, and Demetrius Hopkins in 13. Even that Harry Go-Yorgi fight, I watched that, and he was already with Al and Shelly. So, you know, he been there for a minute. Look how long ago he fought Dennis Douglas, 2012. His brother resume just don't read like this. Look, Francisco Santana was 2011. Francisco Santana gave Saddam Ali a tough-ass fight. You know, so it's just pretty cool to see it come full circle, you know, because someone like him could have got bitter. Someone like him could have felt like Al wasn't fucking with him because, look, all the Jermell fans love to call in and say how Canelo ducked him at 54, right? When Jermell had the belt. So here you go. He finally gets the fight. Not at the right weight. Not at the right weight. I understand that. But I'm not mad. And we knew I wasn't mad because when Jermell was calling for it, I liked the energy. And I never faulted the smaller man for moving up. You know, just like you never hear me discredit Mikey for losing to Earl or Guillermo for losing to Vasil, or even Kell Brook for that matter. I might say Kell Brook got his face broke because he literally did, but like I don't discredit Kell Brook for losing to Gennady because it's like, you know, those things happen when you move up. That's why when Canelo was one of the first successful men to move up 2 divisions and get it done, I was impressed. Because usually the man that moves up can't get it done. And that's what the spectacle is in the fight. Is like, can he? Can he defy the odds? Can he be the special one to get it done? Like Canelo did versus Sergey. Came up short versus Bivol for sure. Don't forget we got this poll going. Over 300 votes. Curveball, Canelo versus Charlo, but Jermell, not Jermall, and Tszyu calls both ducks. Is he right? 17%, yes, both Charlo and Canelo ducking. 54%, that changed. Business of boxing, that's it. Blame Al Heyman, 8%, that changed. Canelo is the cash cow. He did this. 21%, that also changed. So we're going to open up these phone lines for anybody that wants to call in. We got Discord and Twitter Spaces available. We also have our landline, the number above my shiny head, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion. Remember, no callers. The show is over. And yeah, we got a couple of things I need to get to. We got some members here that sent the message. Shout out to Andre Dakota. I used to call him the Denakanu with some weird shit, making shit up. Shout out to you. I wonder if his ears was ringing. I was talking about him the other day, actually, because, you know, in a huge coincidence, he's from New Jersey. And even a bigger coincidence, but showing us that this world, how as big as it is small. He's also related to Shannon Briggs. And yeah, he's been a member at the contender level for 31 months. He says, hit that like button. Welcome back, Ness. Shout out to you. Andre Ward's biggest fan with the $65 Swedish dough. He says, Jared, the big American hype Mitchell, wobbled by Charles, I walk this earth like a frog, Martin. That's the sad part in being, heavily touted and shit. People are anxious and desperately waiting for you to fail to do things like that. You know, the man got punched in the last seconds of the last round and pretty much won every round in the fight, and somehow somehow he is being clowned. But it was interesting watching that fight. I'll say that. He did look small. So I just kept repeating that to my wife, like, damn, he looks so small versus Charles Martin. You know? And as those rounds, when we got into the 7th, I'm like, fucking told Danny, man. He gets blinded by his love for his friends, because they're his friends at this point. He's built, some great relationships. He's in their age bracket, and he can't see. And, while a lot of you guys thought Martin was some sort of bum, and he lost to Kovnacki, he was a former champ. And when I said that to Danny, he like, man, come on, we both know how he won that belt, and it's true. But there was a phrase in this sport before we got involved, before we all got involved, and that is when a person becomes a champion, they say he gets 80% better or some shit. Look it up. I'm sure you've heard it. I'm sure you heard guys like Great Roy Jones or Sugar Ray and all the greats, bro. You've heard that shit. And whether Martin won that belt for real or by technicality, he won it. And the confidence you gain, that's why the next shit out his mouth was, I walk this earth like a god. You know what I'm saying? He got gifted a belt. He thought he was the saint of the Latter-day Saints or some shit. You know what I mean? But it does change your mindset. You a winner now. You a champion now. And people calling you that. And it's different. And I value that. And it showed. It showed because Jarrett still showed he got the power to get Martin out of there. But Martin's world experience counts. Losing to AJ counts to an extent. To an extent. Being in there 10 rounds with Kovnacki, losing, that matters. Look at all the punches Kovnacki throws. I know right now y'all think he a bum because he fucking lost to Joe Cusimano. Lord have mercy. Why, Adam? Why? And he got with Sugar Hill. How that happened? I was on vacation almost crying. That's my boy, man. I hate when I meet a dude from the beginning. You know what it is to watch a dude 0-0 go all the way to the fucking top and then be at the door to achieve his goal, his lifelong dream, and get battered back down? Man, that shit's tough. It's tough for them. It's tough for me. You know what I mean? Like, look at Chris. I hate that Chris ain't on top no more, man. He not even the same. He don't talk the same. Like, I need old Chris Colbert back. We got to get that win. You know what I'm saying? We need that win over Hector and get back. Get back to that shit talking. You know my body. You know what I'm saying? Where that Chris at? I don't step to you, Shakur. Where that Chris at, man? And that's what happens when you lose. You start fucking doubting. And I'm only bringing this shit up to remind you that when you win, a gift or not, you get better mentally. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. And, you know, people were asking me, like, yo, you not betting this week? And I felt like because I didn't have a whole week, like I got this week to, you know, focus on Saturday's fights, I didn't want to bet. You know what I mean? And now I do fucking wish I would have, because Franchon Cruz fight to go to decision and Big Baby to go to decision was like plus 300. So yeah, fucking shit. You know what I mean? You win some, you lose some. But if you want to call in, don't forget the request. Let me get to my callers here. I got a few people on Twitter Spaces. Fats, what it do? Let me open this up properly.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Yes, sir. Drop that 5-star review on iTunes. Remember to keep us number 1. This is going to help people find us on their podcast. And remember, Stitcher is no longer available to listen to podcasts anymore. They sold their company to SiriusXM. So if you are a podcast listener, you know, find a new way to consume.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
All right. Fats, what it do? All right, give me 1 sec. Since we ain't hear that means we got to disconnect and reconnect. Uno momentos. Yo, speaking of memento, I hear you. You there, Fats? We hear you. We hear you.
Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Oh, all right. Yo, I'm ready to go in on your boy, the little brother, huh?
Yeah, the little brother.
What the fuck going on? Like, yo, nah, this some bullshit. This some bullshit.
I mean, Why is it bullshit? Isn't it a better option than Jermall?
No. Let me tell you why. Nope. Here we go. Let me tell you why. I'm glad you brought it up. First off, I mean, yeah, Jermall been inactive, and I didn't like that Canelo probably was going after him. But again, that's not his fault. That's not Canelo's fault that Jermall been inactive. So even though most people would have felt like, oh, he picking on him, at the end of the day, that's not Canelo's fault that he been inactive. So instead, okay, Jermall said he didn't want to fight him. He thought he wouldn't be ready. Okay, so the little brother want to take his spot. You as a champion don't take that. First off, yo, this nigga never been at 168, let alone 160. He never even been at 160. So you want to fight? Here you go again. Ducking Benavidez. You don't want to fight a top guy in your division. So you fight. You want to bring a dude from 2 weight classes down? No, you know what? I will never talk shit about Tank again.
But you gotta remember. Hold on. What did Canelo tell Andre? You fight with nobody.
That's what he told Andre.
You fight with nobody. That's what he told Andre. So outside of that, when they asked him about Benavidez, he said, "What'd he do?" And he said, and Benavidez answers, "I got 3 belts." So then you as a hardcore, what did Benavidez do to get those 3 belts? Like, Canelo's fighting a dude with more accolades.
Is he at 168 now?
Canelo's doing what Devin did. Devin fought Loma.
I ain't never seen.
Devin fought Loma because Loma got accolades. Because that's a legacy fight.
No. That's not the same. They both at 135. You can't do that. You can't say that.
Canelo started at 40.
At 168. I don't care.
Look,
he at
Big
168
Charlo,
right now.
They twins.
It don't matter. And Jermell Charlo, another thing with him. Yeah, he taking a risk. Yeah, he taking a risk for greatness if that's what people want to say. But I think he dumb as shit, bro. First off, you gonna get fucked up. You going up 14 pounds. It's not like y'all fat and out of shape. Y'all are tip top athletes. You putting on 14 pounds to go up to get a payday. First off, when you go up there, you're not gonna be the same. You don't know if your power gonna carry over the same. And you coming off a hand.
Chill, champ.
No,
Look,
hold on.
This your call, but come on, come on. Jermell has shown us lion energy. He created Lion Zoni. That wasn't a brother thing. You don't remember he spazzed on his own brother and said, "Man, this my shit. This my shit." Man, he ain't taking this fight for no fucking payday. He out here to kill Canelo.
I get that, but he gonna get killed too. I'm gonna tell you something, and you know this. Gaining 14 pounds. I'm gonna send you that $5. You know this. You gain 14 pounds like that. You just gain 14 pounds like that to go against a top dude in that division up there. You gonna get smoked.
But he not a top dude no more. He just fought a 40-year-old dude. Came off a loss before that. Hold on. He fought a 40-year-old dude, right? Before that, he came off a loss. Before that, he fought another 40-year-old dude with a broken liver. Ain't that what y'all say? So who Canelo been beating, really?
We not ready to do that, Nash. You can't justify. You can't justify this bullshit, Nash. I'm just
brother, I ain't gotta justify it. It's an undisputed champion. There is no dispute who Jermell is. There's a dispute who the fuck Jermall is.
54 at 154.
And that's why you get the motherfucker. But that's why you get the graces of being able to do what you want. What did Josh Taylor do? He said, "I want to fight Crawford." He would have fought Crawford, but Crawford left top rank. When you undisputed, your next move is your choice.
Cool. I'm gonna send you the $5. You cool if Tank was to call out in Nui way?
Tank,
like that shit. I mean,
Tank
I don't
not
like
undisputed. Like why you always trying? He always trying to compare Tank to Canelo.
Because Canelo is the face of boxing. What people say, right? I think Tank is like right behind him. So I'm asking you,
Sway?
I'm asking you.
How, Sway? He ain't do what Canelo done. He never unified, man. Tank about to be 30, never unified. Stop bringing up Tank.
So you got to unify to call out, to bring up dudes from 2 weight classes down. You cool with that?
No,
that's
Tank,
what you saying.
Remember, Tank ain't never unifying. He bring up people from different weight classes.
I'm asking you if he do unify, is you cool with it? Would you be
No,
cool with it then? Like,
I'm
you wouldn't say nothing about
I'm
it, right?
cool with an undisputed champion who cleared out his division, choosing to do a whatever fight. Of course, I'm cool with that.
You on some bullshit, but what do you say on Belly? That's your man. That's knowledge. That's your man.
I'm
That's your
saying,
man.
keep it real. Keep it real. If you cleared your division, why am I mad at what you about to do next?
He ain't cleared the division.
Who?
Benavidez ain't lose his belt to nobody. He lost his belt to cocaine.
Who the fuck is undisputed? Who undisputed?
God, you want some bullshit now?
I'm just saying, you can't be disputed if you undisputed. You already beat all the champions. Like, I don't get it.
Who did? He did not. Who did Benavidez lose to?
Benavidez ain't no champion.
Oh my
Benavidez,
God.
listen, Benavidez in the same place the Tszyu in. They both mandatories. That's it. That's all.
Belt to cocaine.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that he lost his belt the second time on the scales. I won't bring up the coke, but thank you. That was 2 calls for my man. It's okay. And I'm not here to protect Canelo. That's not what I'm even trying to do. Like I said, I don't blame Jermall. Excuse me. Fuck, even I fucked up now. I don't blame Jermell. He undisputed. Only thing he got waiting for him is Tszyu. Tszyu's a good fight because he's a name and it'll bring in a little bit of change. But he cleared his division. If he choose to move up and vacate, you can't get mad. You can't say he ducking Tszyu. Tszyu ain't no champion. How am I ducking and he ain't no champion? You understand? So for Canelo, motherfucker, how am I ducking? I beat all the champions in 1 year. Ain't nobody in history ever do that. You motherfuckers is just very selfish. The dude undisputed in a year. No one done it. Not the great Crawford, not the great Josh Taylor, not the never undisputed Teofimo Lopez, not even Devin fucking Haney. Who the fuck do it in a year? Get the fuck out of here, man. For real. Matter of fact, where my boy Canelo at, man? Y'all gotta wake up. Now, do I want him to fight Benavidez? Yes. But I don't want no lame fight. You know what I'm saying? I need a big fight. Benavidez numbers is still under wraps, man. What the fuck is popping with that? At least Julio Cesar Chavez, we know his pay-per-views before Canelo.
Say what?
We know him. This dude shits is undercover. Where they at? But you want him to get in there. No, man, they got to build that shit. You want Canelo to put the business of boxing on his back, put the opponent on his back, bring the belts, sell the pay-per-views. Bruh, fall back. And Al Heyman got something to do with this. You don't just fight a PBC fighter without fucking Al Heyman. Like, why do we assume it's Canelo? Now I got to defend the motherfucker. No, it's Canelo. He ducking. Not Al. Al isn't strategically saving the best for last. Like, we invented that phrase, right? Like, Ness invented that. Just so it could sound good. He's saving the best for last. No, that shit was here before we got here. That's how you build. That's how you make more pay-per-views. You understand? So, you know, we quick to point the finger, but Al got us fucking offer Jermell. You think Canelo and Reynoso went over and said, hey, what about that other one, the other brother? Nah, it's Al sends the fucking offer to Canelo. He sent them the 3-fight deal. Now y'all want to sit here and say Canelo send Al all the shit and say, yo, sign me for 3 fights, but if you gonna sign me, I want Jermell first, this guy next, lotta next. Man, shut the fuck up. But I got callers, man. I got callers. I just hope a little bit of that seeped in and you don't call in with more bullshit. Treese in Ohio, what up?
Yo.
We hear you.
What up, though? Oh, yeah. Okay. I just want to say, man, shout out to TBV, man. You know what the fuck going on, man. We had a great ass weekend here, man. Jared Anderson fight, that shit was good. Shit was good, man. I know niggas was demanding knockouts and all that shit. You got to give my man some time. Hey, like you say, it was a former world champion with short notice and shit like this here. My man, I ain't gonna lie, my man did look small out there too. I was saying the same shit too. Kadian, I was saying the same shit. But next fight, we want Herkovich or we want Zhang. Fuck it. If my man saying he only gonna stay in here for a couple years, fuck it. We want Zhang. Fuck it. We going for a strap. We want Zhang. Fuck it. But now on this Canelo and Charlo shit. Hey, cut that. The best for last. By the way, I just want to say I'm after this. I'm ultra convinced that Canelo is not gonna fight David Benavidez now, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you just said that the best for last, right, is David Benavidez. That's what you just said. It was David Benavidez. That's how you feel.
Correct.
Man, listen. I kind of feel like that now after seeing this shit, I feel like the 3-fight deal is about to go little Charlo. He gonna take the older brother Charlo, and then the last fight gonna be Spence. I'm telling you,
it can't be Spence. Like you wishfully, because you wishfully thinking you can't see the future. If Spence lose to Crawford, he got a rematch. If Spence lose, he ain't got no Canelo fight without even if he ain't got a rematch with Crawford, you lost. Why would Canelo fight you? So you just wishfully thinking.
I'm always inclined to take the bigger fighter in fights like this. You feel me? Errol Spence I feel like he's the bigger man. You feel me? Shit like that's just how I'm thinking. I feel like he can take Bud. That's just me. I don't know. It's a pick 'em fight though. However, if he do win that fight, you feel me? I just feel like Benavidez is not getting that fight. That's just me.
I doubt it. Listen. Y'all just forgetting. And granted, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is the son of a legend, but that was another nemesis I forgot to mention. The public wanted those two to fight, and Canelo gave it to us, and that did 1.2. Mexico versus Mexico is big in their community. He's not gonna fight Benavidez. He is certainly fighting Benavidez. Y'all tripping. Like the dude, nobody in boxing fought this many dudes that the public thought that he wouldn't fight. Nobody.
I get what you're saying. Listen, and I get that, but I don't see. But if say Charlo, say Spence do beat Bud twice, and say Charlo lose, 154 Charlo lose, boom, he lose the fight. It's the only fight for Canelo next is, to me, older brother Charlo. I feel like he's not gonna fight Andrade. I got another 5 for you. I feel like he's not gonna fight Andrade. You feel me? And then I feel like I just feel like the Spence. I feel like that shit is just gonna sell. And Tim Tszyu need to shut the fuck up. He need to just sit back and calm the fuck down. I don't know what
he trying to get the fight. He trying to bring Canelo to Australia.
Man, fuck out of here. That's nonsense. And we both know that he got a better chance. Man, I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know what he got a better chance. I don't even know what his options is right now. On some real shit. He need to just fight who knocked out Fendora. Ain't that in his? That's in his. What's Mendoza, right?
But they got a rematch.
Oh, Mendoza and Fendora?
Yeah, that's official already.
Oh shit, when is that?
I'll get it for you in a bit.
Okay. But yeah, all right, well shit. He really out the mix. So he just need to sit back and just wait. Like you say, he need to be thinking on him and building this profile. Cause he done put him on, he done gave him showcase fights. You feel me? The last 2 fights been on some showcase shit. Standalone fights. You feel me? You need to just relax. Calm the fuck down and wait it out. You feel me? That's all he can't really do for real. But I don't know, man. I feel like Canelo, I get what you're saying. The Mexican versus, I get it. That is the host. That's what I pray for. That's the 3rd fight, and they do that shit next year. Cinco de Mayo or something. That's what or Mexican Independence Day or something like that. That's what I pray for it. I don't know. I feel like this shit is setting up for a different path, man. Like it's setting up, you get both the Charlos, boom. And then you talking about Morrell. Morrell not in the mix. He's not fighting no Canelo. He's not getting that fight. If Canelo only got 3 fights, you feel me? Why would he waste one on Morrell?
I mean, because maybe Morrell fights Benavidez and wins. And then Canelo's with it because, you know, he also said he doesn't like to fight Mexicans. Not that he won't, but he prefers not to.
So if that's the case, then you making the case in my favor.
No, I'm not, because they asked him. No, I'm not, because they asked him specifically already, would he fight Benavidez? And he said, yeah.
All right. And another point is about the Spence fight. How many weight classes did motherfucking Mikey go up to fight him?
2.
All right.
He was a 35-pound champ. He beat Robert Easter, then he moved up to 40, and then he moved up to 47.
I'm just saying, Spence could work that shit out. Boom, you collect all the if he wins the fight. I'm just telling you, let's keep this shit in the back. If it do happen, remember you heard it here first. That's all I'm saying. Just remember that shit. But yeah, it's set up nice. Shout out TBV, man. Shout out Jared Anderson, man. That was a fantastic win. And shout out to Toledo, Ohio for supporting.
Yeah,
motherfuckers could have stayed, though, when they did the end of the box. I'm sorry about that shit. That was empty stands, though. We should have stayed longer. But, hey, that's what's up. Shout out to the city, man. Hope we get another big fight, man. Shout out TBV. Y'all be easy.
Yeah, it looked packed in there, man. He did his thing. So, yeah, you know, it was Coppinger that put out that rematch with Mendoza and Fundora is in the works. So let me see. Let's see who we got on Twitter. Ortiz, what up? I got a Cash App from my boy Mike Hicks. This said Streets. Oh no, we read that. We got Kaka Brown. Actually, is Juan out of Houston. He says, "Welcome back, bro. What up, champ?"
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got a bad connection though.
Sorry, I'm on Bluetooth. Can you hear me, champ?
Loud and clear.
All right. Yo, Ness, where you been, my dog? Frick. Feels like it's been forever. You got it up. Good to be back.
Appreciate it.
Thaboxingvoice. Yeah, man. This news with Canelo and Mel, man. Hey, what the fuck? I don't like it. I don't like it for Mel. I feel like he's gonna get his ass beat, respectfully. I think the weight's too much. Shit, man. Like I'd rather just see the Bivol rematch, and I didn't even want to. And I'm one of those people that didn't even want to see the rematch. But after this news, I'd rather see the Bivol rematch, man. At 168. Canelo saying that he doesn't want to rematch Bivol at 168 just because, quote unquote, he said everyone's gonna chingar. But I don't know, man. I think this is worse. You know, you're fighting a smaller dude, and I feel like Bivol could probably still do 168. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I just seen an interview with Bivol that he said, "Stop asking me Canelo questions." Bivol's not interested in Canelo. It sounds like.
Why wouldn't he? It's a freaking payday.
I mean,
like
he already got the payday. He got the payday and he got the win.
Why not more?
Because he wants undisputed now.
Payday.
Man, you breaking up, Ortiz. You in a bad service area, man.
I don't think he really does. I think something about they tried to low bomb.
We hear you. We hear you.
Can you hear me? Be quick.
I hear you. You got 54 seconds left, man.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. I think it's just like why even this fight, man? It don't make sense. You're fighting a dude 2 weight classes smaller than you. Like, what does he do for your legacy? I feel like he just kind of proves my point that he really doesn't want to fight Benavidez, you know? Like, what does Mel do for your legacy? They're trying to build this as undisputed versus undisputed, but reality, you're fighting a smaller dude. Like I said before, he don't want to fight Bivol because of the weight thing, but I think this is, in my opinion, this is like a worse matchup to taint on his legacy. Yeah, man, I'd rather watch Big Bro Ma fight Canelo. I think that was a better matchup. But, you know, he has a 2-year layoff. But I don't know, man. This is how boxing is. I'm not surprised. Not surprised Canelo's taking this route. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for having me.
All right. The thing is that his name is Canelo, so people hate it. But, like, shout out to my boy Amato, who sent me some facts. Bernard Hopkins went straight to Tarver fight at 75. You know, so he moved up 2 divisions. Remember, he was a 60-pound champ. AB did it and won, even though it was controversial. You know, Paulie ended up getting an Al Heyman deal for his post-fight speech. AB moved up Adrian Broner from 135 after the DeMarco win to 147 and win the world title. So he was successful. Bernard was also successful. Roy Jones was also successful when he moved up from 75 to heavyweight. And both Shane and Duran, don't forget, Shane Mosley moved up and was successful from 35 to 47, 2 divisions. And Duran moved up and was successful, skipping 2 divisions. Kell Brook unsuccessful and Mikey unsuccessful. Rigo unsuccessful. Canelo successful after Jacobs and unifying the division because they hate this man. It's like, oh, he unified with Jacobs and then moved up 2 divisions to fight Kovalev. Oh, no, Kovalev's a bum somehow. And even though he's a 3-division champ. We got Elohim James. What it do?
Why they playing with your top, Ness? Schooling these kids, man. Don't come from my boy Ness, man, because you going to get some official boxing knowledge, okay? Schooling you kids, man. My boy back. What's up, Ness?
What up, champ? Appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words.
You already know, man. I'm glad you made it back safe, man. You and the missus, man. Y'all look like y'all had a ball over there, man.
We did, man. So many memories. I loved it.
For sure. I want the DR next year, man. So I'm gonna have to plug in with you to find out, you know what I'm saying, where I need to be and all that. So it's up.
For sure.
Yeah, man. But the fight, that atmosphere in Toledo was turned. Great energy for all the fights, the undercards, even the heavyweight fight. I mean, great energy. Way to go, Toledo, Ohio, for putting on. Jared, he looked like, you know, he could still use some work, but we got to understand, like you said before, Charles Martin was a champion, and Charles Martin has knockout power. And as you can see, he looked like he was the bigger man, and Jared was still in there moving like a middleweight. You know what I'm saying? He got some things to tighten up on defensively, but overall, he's got the power. He knocked him down. He's ready to contend, man. Put him in there with some more good heavyweights, and he gonna be all right. As far as Jermell, he's a savage. Give him the work. He wants all the smoke. He's never denied or put down a Canelo fight. He wants to get it in. He tried to let Big Bro have his shine. Big Bro is not ready. So Jermell's here. And, you know, it's going to be an interesting fight because he is putting on that weight. But I think he's still going to be able to be very agile. So it's going to be a very tough fight for Canelo. My last thing was, what if Canelo came over to the PBC to rematch Money Mayweather? Ain't nobody even thinking about that, bruh. Money been fighting these exhibitions.
I mean, he
been
look like a
good.
grandpa these days, man. I ain't gonna front. He been looking old.
He's active though, man, and these is bums he's been fighting, man. If he has to fight Canelo, exactly. But
hey,
if
man,
he
I'll
fights
take
Canelo,
it.
you don't think he gonna get in shape?
No, listen.
You don't think he would get in shape?
Listen to me. I'm not mad at you for wishfully thinking. I hope the boxing gods hear you. I would love to be in a reality where I was alive for 2 Canelo Mayweather fights. The last one, I wasn't even living in Vegas. Now I got a spot in Vegas. I would be there in a heartbeat. It would be amazing.
Okay. It'd be turned up. I mean, that be his cash out fight. You know what I mean? But that's it, man. I'm glad to have you back, bro. It's Boxing Voice for life. Y'all know what it is. Tune in, support. We out.
Appreciate you. Listen, man, for all those talking support, don't forget we still got tickets for the appreciation night. We're going to have at least 25 fighters and boxing industry insiders. You know, I'm confirming with Mauricio Suleiman. I want to start there. I think that should be one of our, most prestigious guests because he's just been very supportive over the years with us. And, he's such an influential character here in this sport, right? You guys get really upset with him and some of the shit he does or doesn't do. But that being said, I got a cash app from Juan out of Houston saying, welcome back, bro. Appreciate it. I got $2 from Mike Hicks that says, your thoughts on Stanionis Ortiz. Man, that happens this weekend. I'm excited. It's going to be an amazing fight, and that's a great one for the betting show. Shout out to Keem, holding me down as always. So I'm real right. And let me see here. We got Jaime Vasquez, excuse me. Nello went from 160 to 175 at 5'8". Yep. And that's when he unified with Daniel Jacobs, the guy that they said he wouldn't fight, right? And then moved up to Sergey Kovalev, a guy that Ronnie Shields, who trains Jermall, told us live on this show he said Jermall could not have beaten Sergey that same night doing the same thing that Canelo did. He said he wouldn't have been able to do it. The pull-out bandit. Damn, champ, you got 0 kids. Salute to you, man. Let me see. Give you one of those, because this is dope, the way YouTube does. I'm going to screen share this shit. This is dope. Look, so it's his first super chat ever, so it got a little balloon, a number 1, and then like another floating, weird-shaped balloon. But, yeah, this is the new little tab that they made so that we don't lose some of those super chats and some of those members-only chats. So now they're all in one place. I've been begging for that. Another thing I've been begging for is for them to extend the character count and the multiple choices on the polls. So I'm going to just speak it into the universe so that they give us better ability to engage with you guys. That being said, the pull-out bandit said, Nello can't fight Benavidez right away. PBC got to make their money back before he loses. Exactly. And anyway, you got to give Canelo... Well, if I'm PBC, do I leave Benavidez for last completely, or is he second with a rematch? Something to think about, right? Because what if Canelo loses? So maybe he's next. Because if Canelo loses the third fight, then PBC keeps all the belts. And now Canelo's not in charge of negotiations. Not only is he not the undisputed champion, but now he's out of his 3-fight deal. I mean, he's still Canelo, and the rematch still sells itself, but something to think about. We got Raiders Reaper, $2. He says, why these casuals call Mel small? He's in the 1%. Straight ruler emoji. Okay, I don't know what the ruler means, but... Charles, $5 super chat, says, if Morrell fights Benavidez and wins, would Canelo fight Morrell? I think so, and he put the thinking face. I think so. It'll give him another rivalry, right? I don't know how that Cuban rivalry is with Mexico, but we know that Cubans are a heavy part of this sport, historically and everything, right? So I don't even know, other than Laura, any other Cuban fighter that Canelo has faced. But Laura is more accomplished than Morrell. But Morrell is perceived as a bigger threat. Even when Lara was in his prime, he wasn't perceived as the puncher that Morrell is. I got Mel Robinson. Salute to you, champ. He's also celebrating his first super chat ever. Very happy you chose to do that with us. Wait, wrong one. He says, $5 super chat. From Alabama, will be in Vegas 7/29. Y'all spot was sold out already. Any other cool spot showings the fight that you know? Charlo for the upset. I don't know, but Danny, I'm going to speak it into the universe. Danny said we should probably get another auditorium and show it. I'm just afraid. I'm going to be real. You know how it is, right? So you don't know how it is, but the way that it is you're limited is what I feel based off our last watch party. Because we purchased that pay-per-view 3 times, 3 separate TVs, and only one TV worked. So I don't want to invite a whole bunch of people to an auditorium and then all of a sudden y'all got to come to the other auditorium because the fight ain't showing in there. You know what I mean? I'd rather deal with one and one only. Even though we going through Joe Hand, we doing the actual right way, we will have to get that confirmed with them. But in terms of cool stuff to do, we got another event on Friday where it's going to be a night event. Doors will be open from 6 to about 12. We're going to have, all the fighters in town. I mean, Keyshawn's going to be there, so he'll get an invite. Bernie, I'm thinking of inviting him. Bernie the boxer, the coach of Crawford, he'll be in town, so I'm thinking of inviting him. Bomac, I think as well has kind of confirmed with Danny. I just got to get y'all the confirmations, man. But shit is about to heat up. The appreciation night is about to be one of the best I've ever had. And TBV's going to new levels. Phone lines is lit. Do not take yourself out the queue. You're going to be mad at no one else but you. Because if you do that and you call back in, you're just putting yourself at the end of the line. I'm going back to Blog Talk. And that is the 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. We going out to Indiana, is it? Yes, my man Khalid, what up?
What up, bro? Hey, bro, did you get the counter punch I sent you?
On the Cash App, where'd you send it?
Yeah, I sent it on the Cash App. I sent it to Nash GTO. I sent you 10.
Okay, let me check. But go ahead, take it away with your call.
All right, bro, real quick, man. It's up, man. Undisputed versus Undisputed. I sent you the IG message because I'm super excited. I'm not hearing none of that too small, two-way divisions. No, fuck that. Are we selling this? Undisputed versus Undisputed. Mel is the bigger man. He 5'9", got the bigger reach. He is a little rangier, but he bigger than Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to act like you said, other guys haven't gone up and been successful. Mel is the underdog. We're going to give the slight edge to Alvarez, but Mel has a puncher's shot. He undisputed. He's a great fighter. He a dog. He not scared. Big bro got to sit down. We ain't going to act like Big bro ain't been out the ring for 2 years. Big bro got a back issue. Big bro got some mental health issues. We might can get Big bro in because I like the story. Mel may lose. Then we fight the big brother. Then we fight David Benavidez afterward. We got to sell that a little more. I'm not coming in and fighting David Benavidez first off the 3-fight deal. That don't make no sense. We're not setting it up to do it like that. We're going to do Undisputed versus Undisputed. Green print. Black versus Latino. We selling this. And Mel don't give a fuck. He not hearing none of that. None of that shit. These motherfuckers 214 pounds. None of that. My man gonna walk through that shit. I got my man. I'm gonna pick Mel to win the fight. It's far-fetched, and if I think the business of boxing is gonna go a certain type of way, I don't think it really is best for him to win because he may hold up 2 divisions, and it may not get the story how they need to get the story out. Now maybe he can rematch it, and then maybe he can lose, and David could still get the fight, but I think they still want David Benavidez to get the fight. But nonetheless, bro, bro, this is what we want to see. I'm here for this. Yes, Maul may get his shot. That's what's up. Maul may get the shot, but nah, he wasn't ready. He wasn't never ready for that, bro. He been out the ring for 2 years. Mel been the one going, undisputed, going, knocking this guy, knocking out Brian Castano, knocking out this guy, knocking out Tony Harrison. He been doing this thing. He has punch. I believe that the power will translate. I believe that he can go up and the power will be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to speak no skeptical. We ain't never seen it. We don't know if the power. Nah, man, fuck that, man. He had power here. He gonna have power up there. Canelo did it. We saw Canelo do it. So we ain't gonna hate on the man. If we saw the man that he fighting do it, then let's give the man credit. Say that he gonna do it. Where my man CYP at, man? I need my man to come up here because he know about the shit. He Lions only. He gonna talk that shit. So nonetheless, man, super, super excited for this fight. 2023 has been fucking crazy for boxing, bro. This shit is stupid right now. Undisputed versus undisputed. Fuck is these motherfuckers talking about, bro? I don't want to hear none of that, David. We gonna get to you, brother. We got you. Nonetheless, man, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Appreciate you, champ. Thanks for calling in. Well, you sent $10, bro. You get like 2 more calls. You straight?
Huh?
I said you sent $10.
Yo, I did send $10, but I think I got everything out. So I'm gonna just, hey, yo, I fuck with you, bro. I fuck with you. Like I was
appreciate
really
you, man.
When you was, I wasn't shitty because I needed you to get some rest. Like that was good for you because you're a hardworking man. So I got everything out. I don't think I got nothing else to say. Just that's gonna help the company grow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good, bro. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody that understood the vacation. I mean, you know, I gotta keep my wife. You feel me? I can't keep her cooped up forever. And we gotta give her time like that to show the appreciation that she, you know, shows us by allowing me to be on grind mode 24/7, right? So every now and then I'm gonna have to unplug to give her some time back. We got Mr. What it do? Mr. on Twitter.
Yo, Nez.
We hear you.
Yeah, listen, I think us as fans, like, we have a big responsibility to not delude our fighters, you know. The way you're always saying Big Baby's the next big thing and he could beat AJ right now and all of that, that's what's making people hate on him. I think if y'all had just said in 5 years or in 3 years he's going to be great and left it at that, no one would have argued.
But fams, you Boke and me and Danny in the same boat. I don't know that I said Big Baby could beat AJ. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you because it was you, it was Danny, it was ESPN. Everyone was saying he can beat AJ today if they fought right now. And after that fight, my brother, he ain't beating AJ in 3 years.
I mean, listen, it was hard for him to get a fight. Let me tell you, I personally knew 2 heavyweights that turned down $250,000 to not fight him. So that being said, he needed to show a little bit of vulnerability. It's okay. And he'll learn from that. I know AJ beat Charles Martin. No, I'm not saying it's the art of war. I'm saying you got to take lemons and make lemonade. So, you know, he didn't get the knockout. So you got to take that experience. You got to learn from it. He got hurt again. He got hurt in the Jerry Forrest fight. You know, he's showing some vulnerability. Maybe now people want to fight him.
Nah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm just saying, let's be patient with the boy. Let's give him time. He's going to be great one day for sure. But let's stop talking that he can beat AJ right now nonsense. Let's cut that today.
I hear you, champ. Where you from? Where you calling in from?
I'm in South Africa.
Damn, you sound like you're from South London.
Nah. I'm from South Africa. I've been watching the show for years now.
Sweet, yo. Wait, but ain't South Africa like the side where like Thomas Estuzian is from? It's more white people, right?
No. It's we blacks are the majority this side. Who's our fighters we got? We got Nonchinga, that's a champion. Who else do we got? I forgot. Yeah, but we got a few.
What happened to that dude, Thomas Ostuzian? He was from South Africa.
Yeah. He was.
He made it to
we
HBO
had Kevin Lerida fighting before recently.
Well, champ, appreciate you calling in, Mr. in South Africa. That's what's up. Beautiful. Keep the show international. Mister, do me a favor. Drop me a 5-star review. Let them know you calling in from Africa. I'm going all the way to Essex, not London, but New Jersey. Stand up. I certainly been seeing the tweets between Devin and Shakur. Now I seen them. I mean, what it do?
What's good, family?
Chilling.
So yeah, let's get right to it, man. See, if y'all thought Canelo had problems with Bebo's jab, what you think he gonna do with Mel? All right. See, I got a perspective on that. On this one, that's like sometimes the little brother got to be the big brother. Shout out to TBV. Shout out to all the callers that's paying attention. Yo, on one hand, I had said a couple weeks ago, I'm like, yo, Tszyu, it seemed like he getting ready to take over 154. And I had said, I was like, yo, what is Mel doing? And at first I was critical, but now it's like, yo, the kind of fighter that makes this move, it's convenient business. Whether he did it to step in because Big Bro couldn't handle it, whatever that means, or whether he was just like, yo, I've already been doing shit that ain't nobody else did. Undisputed at 154, right? And that jab, I got to go back to that because remember, he put down the Banana Man with that jab, like a shotgun to the chest. And I'm thinking about how is Canelo, is he going to be able to move that center block head? What is he going to do? So I like the fight. At first I looked at it, I'm like, damn, definitely a plot twist. But this, it does create a lot of good room at 154. Does that mean Spence, of course, is moving in that direction? Like, a lot of good things could happen as a result of this, man. But I think, it's a great fight. I don't want to hear nobody talking down on this. If you don't like this fight, you don't like boxing. You know what I mean? Jared Anderson, let's talk about that real quick. Now, Ness, you're an educated person in this sport. Don't be one of the ones, you either got to tell me that Fabio Wardley turned down this fight, or you're just going to say, well, what does he gain from fighting Fabio Wardley? I think he gains experience. The same kind of fight Wardley had with Michael Coffey Polite is the same kind of fight that, Anderson just had with Charles Martin. So, yeah, definitely not, they put him on the list with those guys, but he's not ready for that, And I know it's not to the young fighters' advantage to fight each other on the way up, but that sounds like a good fight to me. Not holding up the line. Everybody's chomping at the bit to get their opinion in because this is the Terror Dome. Speak your shit and stand on it. TBV, I'm out.
Appreciate you, Thank you for calling in. Al in the Bay, what it do?
Yo, what's up? Shout out to you. Shout out to Danny. Much appreciated. He was still doing his thing without you. I'm not, because some people was hating because you wasn't around. But, I give Danny his props. He did what he could only do, so. But, yeah. So let's get into it. Undisputed versus Undisputed. I think that's a good fight. I think Jermell. I think Charlo is pretty much, starting to be a household name. I know Canelo's a household name. I think those two going at it would be fireworks. Neither man can bag up in that situation. Because I feel like if Jermell Charlo back up, I think, Canelo will take over the fight, and then vice versa, so, it's going to have to be one of those slugfests, in the square of the ring. And he'll hop over the division of his brother right now, so I think that's another plus because he don't want to be in the same division. I think that's why he was holding back for so long. The ducking Tszyu, You can call it a duck or you call it a business decision. You know, I'd rather go get the bigger man with the bigger paycheck. You feel me? That's more of a business decision than a duck. You know, so the real big baby, you know, I think, that was a good test for him. I think that was the test right on the mark. I don't think he's overhyped, and I don't think he's underhyped. I think he's right exactly where he is, because eventually you're not going to knock out everybody. And eventually you're going to have somebody to challenge you. And I think, well, Martin, he had somebody to challenge him. Now Martin had a whole fight camp to prepare for that fight. Would that fight be a little bit different? I don't know. I'm ready to see part 2 to that story. But I think he can handle himself with some of the higher-ups in the division. I don't think he's ready for the champs. I don't think he's ready for Wilder. I think he'll be ready for Luis, Ortiz, for those type of fighters, so but he keep his head up, keep grinding, doing his thing. But I definitely want to.
Ow. Thank you, champ. C-Dub. What up?
Yo.
What up?
Audio.
Straight.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to you, man. You back. You made it from vacation. You refreshed.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Ready to
That's
rock
what's
and
up,
roll.
man. Already, man. You needed it, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself, man. Ring Walk held it down, man, in your absence. So shout out him too. Man. Hey, let's give thanks, man. Celebration. This time for thanks. Canelo just got with the winning team. I think he was listening to that new Drake, Ness. You heard that new Drake?
Nah.
You heard that? They come and rescue me. Take me off the zone. Take me off the app. Put me on pay-per-view. Need that PBC back. That's what, you know what I'm saying? He came back. How can we hate on this, man? He ran into the fire. He ran into the fire that this may not be the top 3 names that we wanted, but there's still Jermell. Jermell has a better chance than Yildirim. Jermell has a better chance than Chavez Jr. Some would say Ryder, right? Come on, man. Like this undisputed versus undisputed. What do y'all want, man? I don't know. I used to call in and clown Canelo, man, but I can't clown this right now. This undisputed. This still historical. This makes sense. If you're not fighting, and then this what he could do. I got it. What if he come out doing a promotion and say, I just need Charlo, Andrade, and David to fight each other. In the combination, I'll fight the winner.
Charlo, Andrade, and David.
But
that's 3 fights. That means,
no.
David got to fight Morrell, and then Morrell got to fight Andre. Or, vice versa.
I was saying if you say in the combination. Yeah, in the combination.
Oh,
like
so
I'll
you
fight
saying
the winner,
one fight. You saying one fight. One fight good enough.
Yeah, Andrade and Charlo. Come on, man. This PBC. The options are endless. Anything is possible, like the KG way. Andrade versus Charlo versus David Benavidez, Andrade versus David. Any way he can fight the winner, and we'll be happy with that. Or he could just say David next and kill it. Let's just shout out PBC, Al Hammond making the best fights in the best year of boxing, man. And the year not even over. It's not even over, man. Shit turn to sugar real quick, man. Out the unemployment line to the best, man. As they say around the way, this still one of them ones. Undisputed versus undisputed. Shout out TBV.
That's the call. That's the call. We got Valley Savage. What it do?
Yo, how it sound?
Straight.
Yo, shout out to Ness, man. Welcome back, bro. And shout out to
Appreciate
I'm
it.
trying to, I got this, I got TTT, the boxing podcast, I got Leanna Cruz on there. And I'm trying to go live too, man. And that shit is not cheap, bro. So shout out to you, man. Everybody go subscribe, go be members, counterpunch, do everything you can, man. Because what Ness is doing, this is not cheap. It costs a lot of money. And shout out to you for creating this platform, bro. But listen, I love the fight, man. I love it. I don't know why people are complaining, like C-Dub said. This is what we wanted. I'd rather have little Charlo in there instead of big Charlo because, like you said, big Charlo, we just seen big Charlo out there crying. He's not in the right headspace. And Charlo nice too, man. Charlo undisputed. And he won all the smoke. And I think that, if you ask me which Charlo's going to give us a better fight, it's definitely little Charlo, bro. Little Charlo all the way because he got the headspace and he's talented too. And as far as like the rest of those fights, I definitely want to see him fight Benavidez. I do think he is ducking, like you said the other day. For some reason, I don't know why. I think Benavidez said they offered him over $40 million to fight him, and he's still turning it down. I think this is his last fight. His last contract. I think he rides off into the sunset when this is over. And he don't want to take that L before he leaves. And if he does fight him, it's going to be on his last fight. You know what I'm saying? So if he decides that he wants to come back, get a rematch, if he does lose to Benavidez, he can do that for big money. Everybody's going to pay to see a rematch if he loses to Benavidez. And as far as Jared Anderson, I think that, that was a step up, man. We see that, Jared Anderson got a lot of dog in him. He has a hard head. He can take a punch. But he does need to work on his defense. But I do think he is the next, heavyweight champion for the United States. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the boxing guys giving us this boxing this year that we've gotten so far. Hopefully they keep it up. Shout out to Tell the True Boxing Pod, TTT. Shout out Leanna Cruz, man. Welcome back, Ness. I'm out.
Appreciate you, champ. Hawk, Maryland, what up?
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
You know it.
All right, welcome back, Ness. Glad you had a great time, boss. It's nice to hear your voice back on the set.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. TBV number one. You number one. I did like that. I like the fact that that Jermell is getting a fight because Jermall is not motivated right now. So it would have been worse if he would have had to fight. It wouldn't really have sold. We know that Jermell is up for the fight. And as far as the weight classes go, that's not that bad. I seen Felix Trinidad jump up there and take William Joppy out from 47 to 60. And, Roy did it when Evander Holyfield had fought Ruiz like two times to a draw. And Roy went in there and just took him, just schooled him, beat the crap out of him. And Roy came from 68. So I'm up for it. I think Canelo and Charlo is going to make a great fight. And that's weight that Charlo can actually add strength with as far as him. Dudes lose a lot when they lose that weight to get to a weight class. I think Charlo will be stronger at this weight class. Thank you. But I do wonder what are they going to do with the older brother holding that title up like that. How's he able to keep that title and not defend it? I really don't. I don't really feel that one on the boxing front. I think Jermall, if he has a problem, they should WBC still should get that title moving around, get some people fighting for it. But other than that, I think it's a great fight. I'm with it. I'm with that fight. I like Canelo. I like Charlo. I like that fight. TBV, you number one. That's my call.
Hawk, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Stone Bone, what it do?
Yo, what up? What up?
What's good? TikTok.
What up with your Ness, man? Welcome back, man, to stateside, as they say, I guess,
Word.
Man.
You gonna be
man.
in the city, I'm
That's
sure.
Say what?
You gonna be in the city for the fight, I'm sure, right?
Oh yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
finally get to meet. Damn, it got to be at least 7 to 10 years.
Man, at least that, man. I remember when I first was calling, used to play that belly shit.
Yeah.
You see that fall too, come on, you be like, is he body boo? I met the man shit from belly. That shit used to be funny, man. He'd be like, you the illest nigga in the bastard. Is you body boo? Yeah, man. But hey man, he should did he petition to try to pay to hold the belts for the fight? He needs to be doing that, man, before they try to, divvy him up and start giving title fights. Just give everybody interim fights.
I don't
so
think anybody
if he
gonna
wins,
do that.
he can simultaneously hold him. I know Canelo is probably making calls to Mauricio and everybody to say, hey, let him hold them titles, through the fight, so it can be whoever wins or be holding both simultaneously. So that should be one of his I think one of the driving forces, man. This is a to-be great moment. We always talk about guys just moving up and fighting, bigger guys that don't have this type of cachet. This is a real dare to be great. This is Mikey going up to fight Earl, right? What, 2 divisions, right?
Yeah.
So I'm interested, man. I don't know. I always felt Mel is the better fighter of the two. He got a little more attitude in the ring than Jermall. So he stands a good chance. Canelo ain't a big dude anyway. Canelo is 5'8", something like that. So Mel is going to be the bigger guy in the ring, even though he's coming up from 54. So I'm interested to see it. I don't know if he can win that fight. I think Canelo is seasoned. He may be a little too basic straight down for Canelo. Some of the things that Harrison was hitting him with, if Canelo hit him like that, it's going to be a long, this is going to take some years off his career. So I'm interested in the fight. I still think I'm rooting for Mel, but the odds on favorite probably 2-1 is going to be Canelo. So this might be a good examination for your betting show. This might be, when they drop them numbers for sure, that might be a good bet for y'all gamblers. I don't gamble, but y'all might want to jump on it. But all right, Ness, man, welcome back, man. And yeah, boxing needs you, man. That's the only thing been missing from Bud and Earl promotion is you. Like, we know boxing live on YouTube. Most of these guys, they're out there, they hate Bud, or they really don't even know Earl in boxing. So at least over here you get the fans' opinion, and we can hate Earl, and you can just give us that platform to go at it on. And we've been missing you for this promotion. So you back right on time, to build up. You back for the 4-week run. It's game time, Ness. Let's go. 10th round stop. It's big fish fries going down. I'm gonna see you in the city, man.
Damn, I just watched the interview Danny did. The Bomac picked the knockout too, man. It's like Team Crawford not seeing it any other way. I got Saquon. What it do? New York correspondent. Don't forget to check out Saquon. He got his own streaming app. And for any actors out there, definitely contact him. He has a lot of content on his platform. What's going on, Saquon?
What's good, Ness? How you, man?
Straight. Let everybody know where they can find your work, brother.
Like we say on Instagram, it's a streaming service that I own. All original programming. We're in the process of filming a new series right now, and I'm just happy to be able to be doing that and covering fights, man. Can't have a better life, and part of that is thanks to you, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, champ. Talk to us.
Yo, so a couple things, man. People don't realize that Charlo doesn't have to come in at 168. He can come in at whatever weight he wants to under 168. I know there's a few pounds difference where you can't be too far away from your opponent, but he doesn't have to put all 14 pounds on. I think that, the boxing community is missing that part as they think about going up 2 weight classes. Another thing is too, bro, is that a friend of the show I was a little emotional this weekend that Jahad Tucker lost, man. We didn't really get a chance to dive into that. But Tucker's been on the show for a minute. We watched.
He lost to who? Oh
Yeah, he lost.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I thought you was gonna bring that up. I was like, my man, he's still on vacation. He's still adjusting. He's still adjusting. He ain't bring it up, man. But I was watching that fight, and I was like, my heart sank for Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen him. I met him, through y'all basically covering Joe Smith versus Beterbiev at the Garden, and he was like 4-0 at the time, man, and that was crazy, Yeah. And I wanted to get your take.
What's the dude name he fought?
Fabio or something like that. He's a guy from Puerto Rico. He lost. It was like I don't know. I don't think he lost, but he kept trying to bait him into going to the corner and fighting him. I don't know what his game plan was, bro, but I don't think he lost, but he did lose, though. So he's a friend of the show, so, reach out to him since now, bring him on, make sure his spirits. He's a young dude, so we got to make sure we keep him on the up and up,
Word. Damn, I loved his energy. I hope that shit don't change his energy, man. Boxing needs those attitudes, man. Fuck, bro. Because now everybody gonna be like, see, he was talking a big game, and that's gonna take away from who he is, man. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's because he moved up too. He was a welterweight. He moved up to 54 so fast, man. These kids, they gotta if you start there. That should be your goal, is to win the world title there, man. Or make it public that you're not a welterweight and you just fighting in between. Because now it look like you ate yourself out of your division, like you not disciplined. You talk this big game. Damn, man, I love that kid's attitude. That's fucked up.
I know, man. That's why I love him. Yeah, that is. And I
damn.
Like I said, man, I met him indirectly through y'all covering fights, and he's a real cool kid, I couldn't, I'm just like, I just feel for him, but that's the game. And the last thing I want to get your thoughts on, man, I don't know, what do you think of Clarissa Shields crashing Savannah Marshall's press conference? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think of that? I'm not sure if you got a chance to see it, but after Marshall beat Cruz, Clarissa Shields kind of crashed her press conference afterwards. But that Cruz Marshall fight was grueling, man. It was like crazy. I don't even know how they lasted. They were just so tired and rugged. It was a crazy fight, man. So I don't know if you got a chance to catch it, but if you didn't, man, get a chance to look at it, all right?
I've been trying to find that fight. Remember, they was on Boxer, so if I wasn't there live, I couldn't buy it on pay-per-view. Where's that?
Oh, it was on ESPN Plus. They had it on ESPN Plus.
Oh, okay. I'll get the playback.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Maybe you get to play. Check it out if you get a chance, man.
It's certainly there.
Okay, man. But yo, happy to have you back, bro. I was texting you, and I didn't get no response back. I was calling. I thought something happened. I didn't know you was on vacation this long, man. So
you must got an Android because I got.
Oh yeah, I definitely got an Android.
Yeah,
I got an Android.
Yeah, I got everybody.
But my Android better than the iPhones.
I'm saying I don't know. I was on my international plan. I got everybody else's message, but next time, WhatsApp me.
I got you, bro. I got you, man. And happy to have you back, bro. I'll let you get back to the show, man. And great show. Love the TVV family and the people. Y'all make it great, man. Have a good day, bro.
Appreciate you, champ. Keep doing what you do.
All right.
We going out to N.O. New Orleans. What up?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
What up, champ?
How my audio sound, bro?
Straight.
All right. That's what's happening, man. Look, man, shout out to everybody that's working this morning. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear Danny. I'm assuming he lurking in the background or something. But
Nah, Danny's still traveling, man. Danny's still traveling from that long Toledo, Ohio weekend. Plus, he going to gyms too. I think he gonna be going for a week. He gonna do a whole little Toledo, Detroit, Ohio, all this shit. He running around the cities.
So he back ring walking there. He trying to relive
you can't keep the young man cooped up too long, man. You know he love them streets.
Yeah, he back. He got to put another mixtape out. Like he got to do something for the streets. I got you. But for the Charlo situation, bro, I'm just trying to this a bigger fight. This more of a both of them was a pay-per-view fight, but this one here got more meaning to it because it's undisputed versus undisputed. But this shit came out of nowhere, so I'm just trying. What happened? Like we don't have no interview. Nobody have an interview from Jermall. Like what's the biggest fight of his life? Next, he's just gonna back out. Was he injured? What's going on? It's the biggest fight. It's the fight he's been waiting on for years, man. We can't bury this shit, Ness. We can't bury this shit,
But
dog.
you assuming
something up.
But you assuming he backing out. How do we know that the reporters just didn't get it wrong? How do we know it wasn't always Jermell?
Cause man, he was never in the weight class with Canelo. You know, in the recent years.
He was.
So
why 54?
Why would Jermell being tangled with Canelo when Jermall is close?
Because he undisputed. Same reason Inoue tangling with motherfucking Fulton, because he got the belts up there.
Well, check this out. Why not fight Jermall first and then fight the smaller Charlo for undisputed? You fought the other brothers. You fought the brothers from England.
The storyline wrong if you do it that way. You got to beat the little brother and get the big brother to fight his battles.
I need to hear from Jermall, man.
You know that's how
what's
it go.
going on, dog? All right. So you don't think that would cause Jermell and Jermall to get into it? Like, man, you know this the fucking fight I've been waiting on. You gonna just take this motherfucker? Like, you ain't even running by me? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, something up, Ness. You think Mel just gonna take his brother fight like that? That's how you feel.
Hey, yo, I'm glad you said that. You hear me? Because I know Discord has but you hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bruh, I'm so happy you said that. You triggered this memory, right? Bruh, remember Jermell put Jermall on blast? He like, man, what? He turned down the fight. Give it to me. I'll fight Canelo. Remember that shit?
He did say that. He did say that shit,
Come on,
dog.
man. Remember that
say
shit?
That, bro.
My boy been wanting this fight. Motherfuckers think he taking a pay day? Man, this motherfucker really think he could win.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I for sure think he can win. That ain't no doubt in my mind. This ain't a money grab right here. He really think he can win this shit. This ain't no smoke and mirrors type of shit. Like, this the real deal, but I don't know, but I thought they was a little closer than that, you know what I'm saying? Man, Jermall gotta be tight. He gotta be tight behind this shit, dog.
I mean, he could be tight. He could be tight, and they could be close, but Jermell has always been a double-sided sword. Like, ain't he the one that said, fuck? Like, he literally put it out publicly. Like, he called Jermall's girl... What I ain't even gonna repeat it. Like,
that was some disrespectful shit. Yeah,
like he always. So you talking about
that was some wild shit.
I'm just trying to explain to you and remind you. You talking about some. He ain't gonna do this to his brother. Man, he publicly said that his brother ducked Canelo. Then he publicly disrespected his brother's wife. Why wouldn't he publicly take his biggest fight?
This is another level, though. This like what you saying with that. That's one thing, but taking this multi-million-dollar fight from his brother, that's some whole other shit, dog. That's some whole other shit, man.
Again, that's you. That's you painting a narrative. We have to.
How I'm painting a narrative? Had Jermall been active? Has he been active?
But because
do we need this payday?
You saying
do we
he
need this
taking
payday?
it? You saying he taking it? What if he was never offered the fight? What if the undisputed champion got the fight because he undisputed, because he actually did something, because he deserved it?
I don't see L doing that. Like, I don't see L not offering Maul that fight.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Y'all
Y'all
offered him that fucking fight.
Y'all got Canelo. Y'all got Canelo as the biggest villain in boxing. Like, so Canelo could walk over to PBC and say, "Yo, give me a 3-fight deal, and I want Jermell."
I think he would have said Maul because that made more sense. His always was him and Maul tied together. Charlo, like Jermell, threw his name in the hat, but his name was never tied to Canelo like that. Canelo's name was tied to Benavidez, Jermall, and maybe Andre. Maybe.
Bruh,
that's on the bag.
You gotta leave this fairy tale alone. Ain't nobody snake nobody. Jermall probably never got offered the fight. Al probably never offered Canelo Jermall because he know the state that Jermall is in.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. In negotiations, Maul must have been trying to ask for more than they felt like Canelo felt like he would work. They offered it to his brother and he took that shit, man. That was some, I don't know. I think that might have been some snake shit, bro.
That's what you want to believe. That's what you want to believe because controversy sells. But I'm glad you said that because that also triggered this other memory. I'm going to tell all of you guys to go and watch. And I make no money for this. Absolutely none. This is just a A1 recommendation. But I've been recommending this show, and they're amazing at what they do. And they just released another season, and you need to watch the episode with Salma Hayek because of what he just said. Which I fucking lost my train of thought on what he just said, tying it in, but I'll still tell you about the show. It's called, the episode is called Joan is Awful, and it's pretty amazing, let me tell you. It's pretty amazing. Quick synopsis, it's about this woman and a man surfing the internet, right? Like their version of Netflix. Instead of Netflix, it's called Streamberry. And it literally has the Netflix sound, like, you know, all that shit. And it opens up like Netflix, and they're talking like it's Netflix. And then they come across a show where Salma Hayek looks exactly like the girl that's watching the television. So then, you know, they read the synopsis, and her name is the same name. And then they press play, and it's her actual life that very day. But obviously, the actors are, you know, sensationalizing everything that was said or being embellishing everything that was said to really make Joan look awful. Now, some way, somehow, it's going to tie into what N.O. said, but I lost my train of thought. Shout out to Hardin. You know, I can tie it all in. Because it has a Matrix twist to it. Definitely go watch it. Like, I don't recommend bullshit. Let's get back to the phone lines. J. Will in Ohio, what up?
Hello?
What up?
Yo, what's up? Yeah, man, your boy, man. Your boy's, he's back at it again with the bullshit. I see Canelo, man. Just real quick, man, I just think, like, the way the narrative's being put, like, oh, man, he really want this fight, yada, yada, yada. He really think he can win as far as Charlo, Jermell. Like, the narrative on this show when Mikey was trying to fight Spence was they make weight divisions for a reason. All of a sudden, that narrative is out the window for Canelo. This is the second time doing this, pulling somebody up from 2 weight divisions below, which is some real sucker shit. But, yeah, it's just like the narrative for Charlo is just some old, like, oh, yeah, he really wants it. But so did Mikey. Mikey famously said, oh, I see something in Spence.
Mikey was never undisputed. Mikey never got the knockouts at the level that Jermell did.
Okay. Just let me finish my call real quick. Let me cook. But Mikey was a top 5 pound-for-pound fighter on most people's pound-for-pound list at that time. He beat Broner, he beat Easter, and so he was definitely top 5 pound for pound. That's why Sugar Ray was like, I picked him over Spence. But anyways, after he fought Spence,
Champ.
He never looked like a pound.
Champ.
Hold on, man. Just let me
I
bro.
ain't even hit the bell. Okay? So
Okay.
Broner, let's compare Broner to who? You can't on Jermell's resume. So then you said Easter, who won a controversial win over Shakakov, and after that never had another respectable win. And after that, I don't even think has fought. So what exactly are we talking about? Because who is that? Who is that on Jermell's resume? The level of champion that Mikey beat is not the level of champion that Jermell beat. That's the only point I'm making.
Was Mikey a top 5 pound-for-pound fighter, yes or no? Was he a top 5 pound-for-pound when he fought Spence? Was he top 5 pound-for-pound on
because the writer,
yes no?
because back then was maybe 10 years ago or 4, 6, 7 years ago, whatever, you know, the writers that was writing. You feel me? You know that's how it is. The people that are on pound-for-pound list are there because of the writers. The Dan Rayfields, the Iolis, you know, the Doug Fishers. You understand? Like, they ain't there because of you. Where's the people's pound for pound?
Okay, I'll give you that. But I'm gonna say all that to say this. All right. Now, I'm kind of glad that Jermell is the one getting the fight. I'm glad Canelo is picking Mel because for this reason alone. If he loses to Mel,
I restarted it. I guess I did hit the bell.
If he loses to Mel, especially if he gets stops to Mel, I want to pose this question to you as a Canelo fan. If he loses, possibly gets stops by Mel, would that then prove to you what us Canelo haters, as you like to label us, we just want him to challenge himself, but he has. I'm not gonna say he never challenged, but we just some of the picks he's been picking been kind of suspect. But
no, it ain't gonna prove nothing. It ain't gonna prove nothing. It ain't gonna prove nothing. He lost. He lost, daring to be great, daring to fight another undisputed champion. He's still gonna have a legendary resume. He's still gonna be Muhammad Ali. When it's all said and done, he's still gonna be a GOAT. He's still gonna be a
to be
GOAT.
Great by pulling up somebody 2 weight classes below him. He's daring to be great by fighting a 54-pounder. That's daring to be great now.
My bad. I guess Hagler wasn't daring to be great when he pulled up Sugar Ray off a 2-year layoff, huh? Stop it, man. You can't do this.
So Mel or Sugar Ray? Mel or Sugar Ray? That's what we're saying.
All I'm doing is showing you history repeats itself.
Yeah,
don't blame one man. How you blaming them? It's been done. Did you blame John Ruiz for pulling up Roy Jones? Did you blame Tarver for pulling up motherfucking Bernard Hopkins? Did you blame Earl Spence? Did you blame Vasil Lomachenko?
You did.
I definitely blame Earl because there was champions he could have been fighting. There was champions he could have been fighting. You know why. Right now, ain't no champions.
There's not other champions?
No. Canelo's undisputed, and so is Jermell. Mandatories wait for great fights.
Out there. I guess David don't. I guess David don't exist.
Mandatories don't supersede super fights. We all know that. They step to the side. Stop it. You hating.
It's crazy that if Canelo loses to a 54-pounder, that's him daring. That's him daring to be great, and that's okay.
Yeah, because it shows the greatness of fucking Jermell. Didn't Hagler lose? Didn't Duran beat Leonard when he moved up? Shut your ass up, man. I gave you more time just to body you.
Okay, man. Whatever, but that's my call, bro.
What up?
What up, CYP? I brought you on after him just in case we on the opposite sides. I need a worthy adversary.
Listen, man. First off, I gotta give a shout out to my man Usher. I just got back this morning from Vegas. I was out there all weekend. Me and my wife and our friends doing our Usher tour. That shit was dope. As usual, Usher's the motherfucking man. All right. Now, let me cook, man. We're gonna get to the juicy shit last. Jared Anderson, I saw the fight. I'm gonna say this, and I've always said this to refresh our memory. When you were a young prospect, you know, future of something. Back in the day, you didn't headline, right? You just got your wins. You was on undercards. People saw you if they really, really followed you. And then when it was time, that's when they put you on TV. But now they do it early. So we see you struggle a little bit, and then people start getting doubts in their mind about your future, about you being a top prospect. Don't do that. Right now, the heavyweights are big as fuck. He's 23. These dudes are huge. Charles Martin is also big as fuck. You got to wait for them big ass dudes to get up out of here, and Anderson will be the next face of boxing. He's not as big as them. Look at the size difference between him and Martin. He ain't big enough to be up in there fighting. Even the Brazils. Them dudes are just too big. Let them dudes get up out of here, and you will see Jared Anderson in the future. So don't even pay attention to that shit. The dude ain't gonna lose no time soon. Don't even worry about that. But he did. It was odd seeing him, getting touched up like that. But it don't really matter because a lot of youngsters get touched up when they're 23. They just don't do it in front of a big audience. All right. When it comes to Mel, I look at it like this. Mel, to me, there's no doubt that he's the greatest 154-pounder of all time. Of all time. Not just one, of all time. See, when you're the greatest of a division of all time, you could move up and challenge. You could do shit. Like, that's the point. Like, he don't need to fight nobody else at 154. I got invited to this stupid ass show. I don't even know the name of the show. Because when the news broke, I was hoping that we jumped on it, but you didn't. So somebody sent me a link to this other show. So I jumped on it, and the show was so bad that dudes were saying that Tszyu needs his opportunity. People been asking for Tszyu versus Charlo over Charlo versus Canelo. I said, are y'all crazy around here? Like, what kind of fucking show is this? Y'all think that people... So I said, okay, if you telling me the truth, name me Tszyu's last 3 fights. Show went dead and silent. I said, if you can't tell me what fights this dude that fought the last 3 fights, you're not even really a Tszyu fan. You're just hating on Charlo. This show is horrible. That's why I'm not mentioning the shit. And they hate the boxing voice. They hate Ness, and I had to hold it down for you. It's funny because we argue on this motherfucker. But outside of here, I don't let nobody talk shit about TBV. If they got problems with TBV, they got problems with CYP. I don't play that shit because I'm loyal like that. But anyway, when you get back to my man Mel, I think Mel, because he's in a camp where them dudes do take long layoffs and still come back and get it popping, it's gonna be a great fight. I might even go down there, man, to support Charlo, but it's gonna be a hectic environment. I know it's gonna be hectic. I know it's gonna be fans out there trying to take the Lions' only heads off. But I don't know. I might have to go down there and stand alone like the top lion that I fucking am and go against all you motherfucking Canelo fans. I just might have to do it. But it's a great fight to me. I don't care if he's moving up. That don't mean shit to me because Mel is the greatest 154-pounder of all time. Just like it was with Roy, when you that good, you can move your ass up and challenge anything. I got no problem with this fight, man. CYP out.
Yo, so Michael Benson obviously, is necessary in this sport, right? Because, he makes sure to let you know what's going on, even if he's not physically reporting it, right? So Dan Rayfield originally reported this message, but, my man Benson always knows how to keep it accessible to us. So that's why we're screen sharing his Twitter, which states Jermall Charlo reportedly decided in recent days that he could not be properly prepared for the Canelo Alvarez fight on September 30th due to his long period of inactivity and ongoing personal situation, hence why his twin brother Jermell Charlo jumped in, according to Dan Rayfield. So I guess it was true. Jermall did get offered the fight. He just felt he wasn't the right time. And credit to him, because a lot of you would have said he just went in there to get a payday. A lot of you would have been calling Al Heyman some sort of, I don't know. I can't think of the right term right now, but someone that sells a person out. You know what I mean? That's what you would have been saying about Al. So credit to both of them dudes for swapping out and giving us an undisputed super fight. We still got a lot of callers, though. King Born, Brooklyn.
Hey, yo, you hear right now?
What's happening?
Listen, man, listen. Live chat, get ready, man. Shout out to all the truck drivers. Hit them horns. Put them trucks back there. Hey, yo, Ness, this shit got real. I told you your man is here. If you 12 o'clock, when you get off this shit, or 2 o'clock, your man gonna be waiting for you. Oh, shit. Switch him up. Change him up. Yo, what the fuck Canelo doing? King born Brooklyn. You didn't play my song, Ness, but listen, this shit is wild. Like them motherfuckers in China finding pebbles in the water. You heard? Get a wok, fry oil, fry some oil, and put stones in it. Motherfuckers sucking on stones. What Canelo said? Yo, what AZ said in that song. Put the spoon in the butter. You heard? If I can't get you, I get your brother. Canelo's professional barber, y'all. Nice lineup. Nice lineup. Do we think that goddamn little Charlo got a chance? He didn't be great. First shit ever done. Undisputed versus undisputed. Can't diss him. But listen, Big Charlo fucked up in the head. He might be on dust. He might be on coke. Wife problems, all that shit. He ain't ready, y'all. Listen, so here's the lineup. After the little brother might beat Canelo, big brother gonna be like, yo, why you beat my little brother for? Fuck that, Canelo, I want you now. That's how they gonna get that shit popping. Trust me, y'all. On the goddamn live chat all over the world, they gonna get that shit popping. So the big, yo, anybody got a brother know, you know what I'm saying? When a bully come and shit, you gotta snuff him. You gotta fight him. You get your ass kicked, you go get your big brother to handle it. So that's what's going on, y'all. The little brother gonna try to take Canelo out of here and shit. I don't know that shit gonna work. 2 weight divisions, motherfucker moving up 14 pounds. Is he gonna be strong? You know what I'm saying? Now they could do an ultimate switch him up, fix him up, Ness. Just say like they got to say, yo, all the Charlos gotta do is get some ball heads and shit, get up to 168, and Canelo don't know what the fuck happened because they look alike, right? Yo, Ness, great show. You doing your thing. You back. Love y'all. Live chat, comment on what the fuck going on. But like I say, if I can't get you, if I can't get your brother, can't get you, I'll get your other brother. So Canelo like, yo, fuck it, man. I can't get the big Charlo. Big Charlo got issues. I go take the little brother. Undisputed for undisputed. Shit gonna be wild. September 30th. September is the month for boxing. Just like this month. Peace. Love y'all. I'm out.
Peace. Salute. King Born. Borough City. E.
Yo.
What up? What up? What up?
Yeah, what's good, man? About time. Listen. You got to get these fake boxing fans up out of here. How can you not be lit for Mel Charlo going against Canelo? Like, what people don't understand, man, like, they think they're seeing this as like Canelo just walking right through him. I really don't see Canelo just walking through him. Like, he made tailor-made for Jermell's style. Jermell is a natural counterpuncher, power boxer that works off the jab. I could literally see him catching Canelo over and over again as he enters the kill zone. Only questions we need answered is, can he take or avoid Canelo's real power? That's all we need to know. Because I'm telling you, I really see Jermell catching Canelo and making him hesitant to throw his hands, kind of like the T.O. Josh Taylor thing, where he's so fast and the counter's coming back so sharp. It get him hesitant in certain situations where he don't want to throw his hands. They're not taking that speed element. They're not taking that into consideration. I'm telling you. And like, I feel like Canelo getting a little too much hate. And I don't even like Canelo. Yeah, I mean, I was all over for the Vienna Yildirim fight. I was all over because I felt like he should have fought Jermall since he's so crazy about mandatories. That's a story for another day. He signed a 3-fight deal with PBC, which means he's gonna be there for a while. I feel like he trying to, it was a basketball player that said, when your confidence rises, so does your ability. I feel like he's trying to get a good 2-fight, 3-win streak going before he go into the David Benavidez fight, where he feel like he at his peak, he at his best. He done knocked the dude out here there. He done beat 3 straight dudes. He on fire. And I think he going to go into the David Benavidez fight fully active. That's how I think he want to go into that fight. So I ain't saying, as long as one of these 3 fights, David Benavidez, I ain't even tripping what order it come in. Like, they're being too picky. They're being too whiny. And you know, to get on to the Jared Anderson fight, it's just like CYP said. Like, we to a point now, like, these fighters, Jared's 14 fights saying being hailed as the next great American heavyweight. He only 23. And they act like we're not supposed to see no developmental issues from this man whatsoever. Because Floyd was never caught in Floyd ain't ever get pieced up by Corrales and had to work himself out of a hard fight. None of these fighters ever had tough fights when they was 14 fights in and had to figure it out and maneuver with it. He still won that fight comfortably to me. He just got caught. He got caught about three separate times he got caught. And, I feel like he'll learn to be more patient, stay on his jab, and break men down. But that's my call, man. I'm out.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. Rob, North Carolina, what up? Rob, going once. 725-725. Yo.
There we go. Okay, what's going on, man? Welcome back, man.
What up?
Yeah. You guys said North Carolina, so that's why I threw me off. I'm in Vegas, but yeah, sure. But today, man, I don't think he necessarily taking the fight from his brother. He most likely couldn't have done it or whatever. But what I will say is, I definitely give him a chance to win this. The opponents that get Canelo problems usually got that good stiff jab, Demetrius Bivol, Gennady Golovkin, and the Charlo got stiff jabs. I give him a chance to win. As far as I think somebody said Jared Anderson, real quick, just to flip. Somebody said Jared Anderson was too small. I don't think so. I think he's too small. He's 245. I think he's bigger than Usyk. Usyk holds 3 of the belts, so I don't think he's too small. What you think about that?
I thought he looked small versus Martin. He looked smaller than Martin, certainly.
I don't know if he needs to be super huge. I think 243. I don't know how small that necessarily would be, but I thought he just got to work on his defense. Like, I think Tim Bradley called it right mid-fight, like, stop pulling straight back. So, that's really something you get in the gym and could tighten up. But back to Canelo, man. I love the fight. I think Jermell for sure got a chance. He's not chopped liver. Like, man got a jab. He undisputed for a reason. He spoke this into existence. I'm giving Charlo a shot. I'm giving little Charlo a shot. He might fuck up the plan. 3 fights be Charlo win the first one. Canelo got to get it a rematch, and hopefully David even still want to fight his ass after that. So, yeah, man, that's my call. I'm giving Charlo a shot.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in. We going out to Discord. Professor in the 216. Who this?
Ness?
You're.
Hey, man, I want to say welcome back, man. I hope you had a good vacation. I was missing you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
No homo. But, hey, man, I'm so excited for this fight, man. I'm about as excited or not more about, Jermell Canelo as I am about Spence Crawford. It's been a long time coming. And I don't have no complaints, man. Like, to be honest, I feel like Mel is he's better competition, more active. You know, he ain't got mental stuff going on. He an undisputed champion. And I think Mel, I'm calling it now. I got Mel by knockout, bro. I think he gonna do it. I think he gonna shock the world. You know, I feel like he might have a little bit of a vendetta against Canelo.
You know, Canelo never even been knocked down.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. But look, I'm telling you, man, Mel, man, that's the fiery twin. And you got to think, Canelo and Mel got history. You know, Mel probably feel like, you know, we like he said in the interview, we the last two fighters from the Floyd Mayweather era. Mel probably feel like Canelo then maybe stall his career a little bit. He was supposed to get that work. He chose to fight James Kirkland. So I feel like Canelo was like, this is my time to shine. This is my time to get that victory. I should have got back at 154 and, you know, become the new face of boxing. And I feel like, you know, he can do that. So I got Mel by knockout, man. I don't think, and I don't know what's going to happen after that because I don't see him. He going to have to run it back with Jermell or something else, bro. But I don't know what's going to happen with Jermall, but I got Mel by knockout, man. Real shit. If he could take that punch now, it's still a 50-50 fight. I'm not saying, you know, this is what I believe is going to happen, you know, but it's going to come down to if he could take that Canelo super middleweight power. If he can't take that punch or that body work from Canelo, it might not go like that. But I think he's durable enough to do it, man.
In Jesus' name.
All right, brother. All right.
That's my call, bro.
He said by knockout.
Hey, anybody want to? Anybody want to put a bet on it in the Discord? Let me know. Anybody.
He got the
We
money.
could do that too,
But I hope you do that, and you should bet because Jermell Charlo by knockout is certainly plus money. Certainly plus money. So doing free bets with people, you know, just to show that you smarter than them, that shit is whack. Show you smarter than them by making more money than them by using the betting line. But if you are going to use any betting site, use the tool in the description, preferably my bookie. Even though fucking Bovada does better, so much better with the parlays and shit like that. We got Free Tank Davis. Hello.
Yo, hear me?
Yes, sir.
What up, man?
J Mac, what up?
Not much. Hey, I was thinking Canelo was at his having his antics again, but actually Jermall with that delay and he been out with all the issues going on. I think Jermell is the better Charlo, and when I look at their fighting styles, due to Big Maul not fighting as much in his activity, I think Jermell, being he is a puncher, slightly counter. I ain't gonna say big on counter. He ain't that sharp, but he will set you up and run you into big shit. Canelo kind of flat-footed, just move his upper torso waist movement. So I mean, he might run into shit. And I'm looking forward to seeing the fight. I think Jermell is just more hungry out of the two. So whatever happened, whether Maul wasn't ready or what they deemed not being ready, Jermell stepped up and took the fight. I don't think nothing shady went on. For his Benavidez, Jermell Andrade, I think that also leaves Jamal open to a fight for Andrade if that's something he wants, because they just got on his Instagram and it was talking back and forth. So that might actually open up that fight if that's a fight Jamal want or he need a fight to get back in or whatever. I don't think Canelo could demand anybody to fight anybody because it's already showed you guaranteed Canelo go do what he want to do. So if you wait on him to fight this dude, what have you, you might as well just go ahead and fight the dude if you want to fight him for your legacy, and I hope to get the Canelo fight. Shit. And I got Jermell. I don't know about stopping Canelo. It's an interesting call. Last call. I don't know about stopping Canelo. I can see Jermell just landing some big shots on Canelo coming forward. I don't know who I'm gonna pick in this fight just yet. Because I do know you got in order to beat Canelo, you got to have you gotta be bigger than him and dominate him. What I mean by bigger, if it's a bigger punch or it's how you fight and what have you, not just in stature. So Jermell actually has a pretty good chance to beat him. So I don't know who I'm gonna put my money on and how I'm gonna put my money up. But I might even bet both ways on it just to make sure I get what I want to get from it. Bud and Spence, y'all know what it is. Bud by destruction. Errol don't stand a chance. Bomac, all of them sound confident. It sound like they're going in for the gusto too. So and I repeat, anybody who ever talked to me before this fight, don't come on here talking about no bet. It mean you ain't never catch up or we ain't never talked about it or made sure we were locked in. So if you ain't holler at me or anything. So when Bud beat his ass, I'm not gonna hold you to the money you owe me. But if the other way around, you're not about to pop out of fucking Mexico somewhere and say you made a bet with me and I don't remember it. So if you want to bet me, if you want locking in, get at Ness. You know how to get at me. That's my call.
All right. All right. You heard the man. Get at him. Adrian, Wisconsin, what up?
Hey, what's up, Ness? How do I sound?
Straight.
Can you hear me? Man, what's going on, brother? Long time no hear from.
We back, baby. We back.
You know what? So, it's not a bad fight. I don't like seeing a guy necessarily jump up 2 weight classes, but undisputed versus undisputed. I mean, we can't be that mad at that. I think it's an interesting style matchup. What it really comes down to is, can Mel take the power? Because to be honest, I feel like them dudes struggle to stay down in weight. Like they're naturally bigger dudes who are disciplined enough to fight at the weights that they fight at. So I don't necessarily think the weight class jump. I mean, I think Mel probably walk around at 170, 175, easy. So at the end of the day, that's not that bad. I got Spence Jr. man down. I picked him years ago, so I'm not gonna go against him now. But yeah, that's all I really got, man. We just out here grinding here in Wisconsin, and I'll see you at the appreciation night and for the fight that weekend.
All right, champ. Appreciate it. Let's see. We going to Justice for Zorro.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
What up, Alex?
What's going on, man? Yeah, you see the name, man. They done robbed my Puerto Rican brother on June 17th, man. I'll box the shit out of Regis. Anyways, when it comes to this fight, man, I got to give it to Jermell. You know, he's had a lot of ups and downs. I wouldn't say a lot, but he's had a couple. You know, he lost to Tony Harrison, rematched him, knocked him out. You know, he unified the division. You know, went to try to undispute, fought Castaño, got a draw, a very close fight that I felt Castaño won. Ran him back, and what did he do? Emphatically won, right? Stop, dude. You know, there's been a lot of talk about him fighting Tszyu. Tszyu been doing his thing, but hey, man, when a Canelo check comes calling, that's gonna take precedent over everything. So yo, really, like I gotta give him everything for this, man. He's paid his dues, and now it's time to cash in. When it comes to Canelo, however, I do not share that same mindset. I'm not happy about this. I've been screaming for this Benavidez fight, you know, since this run of Golovkin, a fight we didn't fucking ask for, right? Cool, it made money. That's awesome. So then they said his hands hurt, wrist hurt since the Bivol fight, blah, blah, blah. He gets his comeback fight with John Ryder. All right, now it's game time. Yo, 3-fight deal, PBC. Let's fucking go. It's Benavidez time, man. They said Benavidez ain't fight nobody. He fights Plant. He headlines. It's a multi-million-dollar gate. I'm not dumb. I'm aware the numbers ain't come out for the pay-per-view. But yo, they said Benavidez brings them out. They said people are out there waiting in line for hours maybe to try to get some of his merchandise. It's fucking time. Yo, when I saw this, I was like, yo, they got the wrong Charlo on the imagery, man. That ain't the right one. Man, I'm sorry, Ness. I'm not with it. I just, yo, we've been waiting. We've been waiting for this. It's been building up. Benavidez Canelo. Like, there's this little thing I'm seeing on the Twitter and the YouTube streets. Anybody but Benavidez. Like, when is this shit gonna stop? We gave him plenty of passes at 160, right? Not fighting Andrade, not fighting Jermall Charlo, going up and down and weight and doing all this other, all this funny business, man. And it was cool. But yo, it don't make sense no more, bro. Like,
Champ, that is the bell, unfortunately. I got a couple things I need to get to here. Savant with the $10 super chat says, I really like this Canelo Jermell fight. I have been critical of Canelo's cherry pick moves lately, but he should get credit for this opponent. Jermell is pound for pound, great fight. And the Valley Savage says, I didn't use my call. Give it to CYP. CYP, where you at? Self Productions. Welcome to the contender level, champ. Appreciate you and the support. We got Jonathan Sims, $5 super chat says, how is it undisputed versus undisputed if Canelo beats Mel? If he 154 undisputed, it's not undisputed versus undisputed. Is Mel moving up the challenge? It is undisputed. He's still the undisputed champion at 54, fighting the undisputed champion at 68. Bobby Shaw, $20 super chat says, Canelo fans crossing that border again. First, he don't rematch no one, Floyd or Bivol, but GGG. Sad. Now you bring up nappy head Charlo? That's disrespectful. To 168, poor devil. Canelo fans, desperados for a good win, but not a fair one. Fight Davi. Okay. What else we got? Looks like, wait, this is AMG. What's good?
Hey, what's happening, Nick? Yo, man, I haven't really kept up with the show today. I just hopped on, but I wanted to see from your point of view. I mean, realistically, who's got the better chance of beating Canelo? Jermall or Jermell? Probably Jermell, right? I think everybody was
For
cool.
sure.
I mean, and I get the weight thing, but everybody was cool with the Jermall fight, assuming we were going to get Benavidez after. We all want Benavidez more than anything else, but I voted that it was mainly the business side of it because, I don't know, a few shows back, we already kind of established that Benavidez couldn't have gone first because it's just not the way they're going to get the most return for their money if they do that one first. So I actually think Jermell's got a better shot than inactive, 2+ year layoff Jermall, who hasn't fought anybody, compared to his brother. So I don't know. I like the fight. I'm cool with it.
I'm with you, champ. I like it too. All right. I guess that's how he ended the call. AMG, Chamaco. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch me at 3 p.m. possibly. Got one last thing to do, and then we're ready to be full steam ahead. But I gotta handle one other thing. I may make it back in time. It's just everything in Florida is far. It's ridiculous. That being said, Instagram and Twitter, make sure you're subscribed so you do get the notification of the secondary show. If we're back, we're going to be talking the heavyweight division. More Jared Anderson plus Deontay Wilder saying that he believes Usyk is ducking him, and some heavyweight division news. Catch me at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Peace.